My journey through China. Several people have asked me about my time in China, where I have worked, lived, visited, etc. So in this video, my plan is to answer a few of those questions for you. Should this video raise any more questions you would like to ask, then feel free to post those questions in the comments. Thanks. Now onto the video. Hi, I am John and welcome to my channel, Laowai in China. On this channel, my aim is to inform people that have never visited China what life here is really like and is often portrayed in Western media. I cover topics such as travel, culture, as well as current affairs both here and overseas that reflect day-to-day life here. Today's video is called Finding the Real China. My journey through China. I hope you like this video, so sit back and enjoy. I have lived or worked in several cities across China, cities of varying sizes, and for me, the real China is usually found only in the smaller cities where Western influences have largely ignored the people here. In these smaller cities, usually unheard of by Western people, me included until I arrived there, I often find, in my opinion, the curiosity of the local people to be more genuine. My journey around China began way back in the city of Harbin in August of 2007. After arriving from South Korea, where I had been in Sichuan for several months, and a stay of around 3 weeks visiting Beijing, my working experience in China began in the capital of Heilongjiang province. Although I mostly enjoyed my time in Harbin, the winter temperature of -30 degrees Celsius meant one winter in that location was more than enough for me. In February of 2008, I made the long journey southwest to the province of Sichuan and much warmer temperatures. The journey to Sichuan was an interesting one, paid for by my employers, but over a period of the Spring Festival, it meant a journey of 4 days on some extremely slow trains, but a great chance to meet and chat with Chinese people from different areas of the country. After leaving Harbin on the Friday morning, the arrival at the new school on the Monday afternoon was met with beginning work the next morning in a new high school in a small town about an hour's bus ride from the small city of Luzhou. Unknown to me at that time, Luzhou is the home of baijiu, a strong alcoholic beverage which I've been subjected to on many occasions, and a drink that I now refuse to drink. It is referred to as wine by Chinese people, but believe me, it is not wine. Living in Sichuan at that time, I was accompanied by my then wife, an American lady. Another unknown at that time was the frequency of earthquakes in the region, and on May 12, 2008, the world of many Sichuan people ended abruptly due to the Wenchuan earthquake. The events of that day remain with me forever, although luckily there was no serious damage in that part of Sichuan. Over the next two months, there were hundreds of aftershocks recorded, and in July, at the end of that school year, we decided to leave China. February 2010. A little over a year after leaving China, I was ready to return. My marriage had effectively ended by that time, and I felt there was so much more China I wanted to see for myself. So in September or October of 2009, I began making inquiries about returning and secured another teaching job back in Sichuan to begin in February 2010 at another high school. This one was on the fringes of the city of Luzhou at a place called Gaoba. I remained at that school for the next 2 years and 2 more schools over the next 18 months, traveling around China in my free time, about 4 months each year, before deciding I wanted to base myself in another area. I then moved to the province of Guizhou, south of Sichuan, and the city of Guiyang. I remained there for 1 year in what I can only describe as the wettest place I've ever lived. When it rains in Guiyang, it is a torrential downpour. After several months of visa issues created by my previous employer not signing the papers to release me from that employment, I moved further east to the city of Wuhan in the summer of 2014. I remained in the same school for 5 years until I was informed in July of 2019 that my work visa would not be renewed as I was deemed too old in that city. This turned out to be good timing, as a few months later, Wuhan was the center of the world's attention. When arriving in Wuhan in 2014, I had remarried that summer, and in February of 2015, my son arrived into this world. So after Wuhan, I moved permanently to Jiangxi province to be with my family. I found employment at a training center in the city of Shangrao, traveling 100 kilometers or so each week to spend some time with my family. When COVID arrived, I found myself not working or getting paid, so I quickly switched to online teaching. After 4 months, I returned to Shangrao. Everything had changed. The owner had replaced all the staff, and it was clear I was not wanted by this new team of people. After 1 month, I returned to teaching online throughout that summer. One day in late August, I received a call from a recruitment agent for a teaching job in the small city of Jiangxi, one of those small cities I had not previously heard of, yet it was only 50 kilometers south of my home. This job was perfect for me, and I am just about to complete my 3rd year at that school, and can definitely say I enjoy working and living in these smaller cities. Jiangxi has no train station, so the only way in is by bus or taxi. The bus service is very good, and taxis are always available, but a little more expensive. Most larger Chinese cities have Western influences such as Walmart, Carrefour, McDonald's, KFC, etc. In Jiangxi, they are all absent. So this is what I mean about the real China. I do not miss those Western influences, although I do tend to visit Walmart every weekend when I'm home with my family for a few luxury items not available in Jiangxi. If you have enjoyed watching this video and it's shown you a little detail of life here in China, then your subscribing to my channel would mean a lot to me. Thank you for watching, and make sure you click on the link to the next video.